Here we go. We got Ryan on the cam. We're at 133 South Ocean Built Wellness location. Like I said, for the first time in a long time, I had to wear a fucking coat today. Just took down a C4, which I've been on a C4 kick lately. As far as supplements go, big supplement guy, big monitoring your water guy. So in here, I just have a little electrolyte packet in here. We actually have built supplements. So I'll put the link on the YouTube page. But so we got some electrolytes in here. In here we have some BCAs. Big BCA guy too. This is the morning. It's 8:35, which is a little late for me. I'm usually more like a 6:30 a.m. guy. So I think BCAs is fantastic, especially when you're working out fasted. So we got in here BCAs and creatine. Creatine is huge. We'll talk about that later, but I think everybody, despite your goals, if you're working out at least 3-4 days a week and you're active, I think creatine is huge. So got a little concoction here: electrolytes, creatine, BCAs, all of which we sell at Built Supplements. I know that sounds like the biggest plug ever, but I'm a big supplement guy, and if they weren't quality products and I didn't think they were very beneficial, I wouldn't even bring them up. So we're here, so let's rock and roll. So we got chest and biceps today. A lot of people would ask like what my splits are. Splits meaning like what body parts I'm going to be hitting. I personally like chest and biceps, and I like working like antagonist muscles, especially when I'm going to be supersetting. So supersetting meaning like one exercise right after the next. So why I like working antagonist muscles is because if I'm going to be doing a chest press, engaging my chest and my triceps, if I went right to a tricep exercise after that, if I was doing chest and tris, the problem is I would come back to chest, and then my chest exercise would be a lot weaker and I wouldn't be able to press as much just because I'd be so fatigued with my triceps. So by doing chest and biceps, I'm doing chest and I'm almost taking like an active recovery by working an antagonist muscle in my biceps. So when I come back around to chest after a little break, my chest is still pretty fresh because I wasn't doing a press. So, all right, let's get after it, guys. Let's do this. So I always start with incline press. I think as Ryan would agree, I think as most people would agree, the hardest part to build is that upper shelf, right? Especially here. So if we're wearing a V-neck or a tank top, getting these two little dimples up here for a guy is important. So incline press, and I always start with the exercise that I feel like I need the most work on, okay? It's like mid chest is doing all right, bottom chest so-so, but I really want to hit that upper chest. So again, let's just start with something light. We'll get the 50s and get rocking and rolling. So today, I'm going to be doing 3 sets. 3 sets of chest, 3 sets of buys. And my rep count, again, I track everything on the watch, guys. Big believer in keeping track of your workouts. When I'm doing this style of workout, I actually select high intensity interval training because I wouldn't consider this really high intensity, but it's definitely interval training. So got the 50s here. This is just going to be a nice little casual warm-up. So nice and controlled, tapping at the top. Now, one thing you'll notice, guys, here with chest, dropping the elbows, it's probably hard to see from that angle, but I'm coming together, obviously getting that touch at the top, going for 20 reps. Main thing here, guys, is always stop the dumbbells even with the chest. So what I mean by that, as opposed to coming down here, that's all rotator. That's all unnecessary reps that you're gonna hurt yourself. So you're right here and you're up, even with the chest and tapping at the top. Let's just do 3 more reps here. 1 more. Beautiful. Use those knees to casually bring it down. And we'll set it down here. Whew. Another thing too, people always ask is like, what do you do for warm-ups? Like, do you have a stretching routine before you do anything? Honestly, you should probably stretch more. We all know how important stretching is, but I like to do just like 50s are pretty casual for me. So, as you saw when I was talking, just kind of warming up the shoulders is important, just like this little movement. But for me personally, I just start with a light set of whatever the first thing I'm going to be doing is. So like 50s, that got my chest pumped pretty good. Okay, so again, we're supersetting, so let's try to keep a decent pace for the first 2 sets. Next ones we're going to do some inverted hammer curls coming into the middle of the body here. So pick these right back up. Get you guys here, keeping the elbows down, right to the middle of the chest. So I know I said I'm going to do 20, 15, 10. So even though I'm alternating, we'll keep that going. We'll go 20 reps each arm. Good breathing through. When people say cross body, when we're doing hammer curls, I kind of like stopping it right into the middle of the body, just like this. A lot of people you'll see actually come over. I just feel like that's involving a little too much front delt, a little too much swing, where here I can lock those elbows in, come right to the body right here. Do about 3 more reps. 2, 3. Good. Whew. Love it. So when I design my supersets, especially on our online coaching program for our clients, I try to make everything superset wise within the same area, because we're spoiled here where basically have our own private gym, and I can superset and go to a cable or a barbell or kind of leave this space and be okay. But I design my workouts where if I am at like an LA Fitness or a big commercial gym, if I was going to do an incline press, try to superset with like a cable curl, we know that the second I walk over there, the shit's getting taken and you're going to be pissed. You're going to be out of the rhythm. So again, if I'm designing a superset for most clients, incline press followed by hammer curl. So I'm right here. Everything's within my reach. I'm using the same dumbbells pretty much, but no one's going to take my shit. So, all right, let's keep it moving it up. So, let me rack these 50. Excuse me, Rye. Oh boy. All right. So, just for the sake of this drill, put my phone down. Let's go to 60. So I'll just keep hopping up by 10s. Not bad. This gym has up to 75s, which not too bad for incline. Let's go ahead. Again, when the weights start getting a little bit heavier, I kind of like using the assist of the legs. Get them in position. Nice little pop up here. And up. Again, stopping at the chest. Good breathing. Always exhale as you are forcing the weights up. Nice, good tempo. Control down. Explode up. Top at the top. One more. Good job. Here we go. Good job, as I congratulated myself on that set. So when we're supersetting here, guys, what I would like to do, for example, there are 60s. I just put them on my hips. Take about 30 seconds or so. I'm just going to go ahead and pop up with these. And again, get right to my hammer curls here. Okay. So again, this rep count this week, 20, 15, 10. So I'm at my 15 now. So I'll hit these for 15 each. Sometimes when I'm alternating or doing one arm at a time, and it's a 20-15 rep week, Sometimes since these take so long, I'll knock them down a little reps and go a little heavier. But for the sake of today, 20-15-10 will be good. Let's get 2 more. There we go. So those will destroy your forearms. When you're gripping weight like that, going to a press, you obviously have some tough grip. Took about 30 seconds to pop back up. Now my forearms are fire, so little forearm stretches are good. So when you perform a superset, I like to think of a superset as one thing after the other. Meaning, does that mean you have to get done with the chest press and sprint over to a weight to curl? Not necessarily. I think at the most 30 seconds to 45 seconds in between sets. If you're staying a little lighter, higher rep, like if I was just doing 40s, probably get 40s real quick, just pop right up and get it over with. So let's say 30 seconds in between superset. When you're done with that, like you see now, active recovery, probably like a minute and a half, 2 minutes, just to kind of recover and make sure you can lift heavy again, which is something we'll talk about, a big topic, which is why I'm group fitness classes, awesome. However, putting on quality muscle, despite what your goals are, whether you have to lose 100 pounds or gain 50, putting on quality muscle is how you burn fat. Plain and simple. So if you can't lift heavy weights and put on quality muscle because you're so gassed all the time, you're flying through these CrossFit style workouts, how are you supposed to put on quality muscle like that? So I see these people in all these like group fitness classes and different things, eat like shit, think group fitness is gonna burn all these calories for them, but they're not putting on quality muscle, their heart rate's too high, and that's why this is where it's at right here. Good style lifting, hit your interval walks, interval runs, etc. So, all right, that was 60s. It's my last set. Let's just max it out to 75s. Used to be very strong in the chest exercises, but I tore my pec about 8 years ago. Haven't recovered since, so still relatively strong, but I used to start with the hundreds, but we're gonna make do with the 75s here. Kick them up. So this will be a nice quality 10 reps. Nice and controlled. Still feels pretty light. Bring them together, you get that nice pinch and squeeze at the top. Perfect. Probably could have done a few more, but for the sake of the drill, not bad. Now I'm going to be a beast and just step right up and just fucking knock these out. Let's go. So a little swing is okay, guys. I'm just getting kind of a little momentum, a little pop. You can see it's still all bicep. Little momentum is fine, just to be able to lift these weights, these heavy weights, and put on quality size. There we go. Damn. Whew. I feel good. So, as you can see, guys, I was 20-15-10 through my first series of 3. So, I'm at 10 minutes in. So, little breaks in between. This style workouts will take about 45 to 60 minutes, depending, which is plenty. I mean, obviously, if you're going for powerlifting and max sets of 1 and 2, and your goal is put on mass, first off, you wouldn't be doing supersets like this. You wouldn't be doing 20-15-10. You would be doing 10, 8, 6, 3, 2, 2, 2. And one set of deadlifts might take you 45 minutes through one exercise. So I like trying to keep quality size on by, as you can see, lifting 75s, but also keeping some nice tone with the supersets. So let's drink some of these fucking BCAs and move on. Fucking rower. God damn. Ready? All right, guys. Here we are. Set 2 of the workout. We're on a Smith machine here. I love the Smith. People say you're a pussy if you use the Smith. I used to think that too when I was a big meathead when I was 19, but I think the Smith keeps you very controlled, especially we're going to be doing a close grip here. Very locked in with the elbows tight, squeezing that middle chest, just like that. So I know so many people, I tore my shit on barbell here. So regular flat barbell bench, you know, main exercise is just as far as who can bench the most, right? Still love that shit. My numbers, best numbers. I did 475 for 1. I did 315 for 22. And I did 225 for 47, actually at the Ohio State Combine, which I think was a combine record at the time, but probably still is. But that being said, as much as I was a meathead and loved that shit, went for 470 and tore my pec. So it's never been the same. And I know so many people I talk to, barbell, little sketch, only because that's your motion with barbell. It's going to go here. You have no wiggle room to kind of come down and correct, which your body will automatically do if you're strong with your stabilizers. If you have dumbbells, you're coming down. Your body, if it doesn't like the position it's in, you're able to kind of just, you'll subconsciously correct with a dumbbell. Barbell, if you're coming down and it doesn't move right, you're only here. And your body doesn't like that. Your rotators and your pecs don't like if you're able to not really control the weight. So in return, in exchange for barbell, I like Smith because, like I said, it takes away the variable of here. And aside from dumbbells, it does keep you locked in. So once I'm locked in there, I can just focus on pressing as much as I can, as efficiently as I can, without having the risk of injury there. And I'm locked. Okay, so back to the program here. 2015-10. Let's go here again. Like I said, I want to hit the inner chest here because last thing we did was incline up and touch. So I'm going to go pinkies on this first line here. Nice and tight. And again, right before the bottom of the chest to kind of keep that pressure on the chest. Elbows are tight. And I'm kind of pushing through my elbows into the chest. Just like that. Okay, so again, tempo here. This is relatively light, so just keeping a nice pace to get blood into the muscles. 5 more. I like that. That felt good. Okay. So now we're going to superset that. Relatively short break to kick things off. So I decided to do a barbell curl here on a fixed bar. So our first bicep exercise, we're kind of coming in with the crossbody hammers. So that's going to go ahead and target here, lower part of the hammer curl, upper forearm. So the opposite of that, in my opinion, coming here would be a wide grip preacher curl this way. And I'm going to come up a little higher, almost like chin level, to work that upper bicep and in here. So I was working here and here. So instinctively, I want to work an upper portion of the bicep. So as wide as I can comfortably grip the 50s here, just to get warmed up. When I do these wide curls, first off, I want a nice full extension, elongating the bicep. Second off, wide grip. Give me a little touching on the wrist. So I almost like to push through the bottom of the hand right here. So it's almost like you're driving up and out. Okay, so let's pick back up, elongate through. You can see I kind of come up with the elbows just a little. Again, some people might say that's cheating, but I like getting the top of the bicep there, almost working the front delt muscle as you're working the bis. At the bottom, to make sure you're getting an elongated bicep, flex the tricep at the bottom. First, like a half second, flex the tri, and just know that your biceps are fully extended. 2 more. There we go. Pumped. Fucking pumped. That's C4, bro. C4 just makes some volume. And I'm pale as a ghost, or else I'd probably look a little bit better, but not bad. Not bad. All right. Let's see what we got here. Let's do. I think, again, due to the torn pec, I'm not as strong as I probably look. 185 is probably a decent weight for me for 15. Let's put that on here. Whew. So, quick little BCAs. Getting the BCAs and the creatine in intra workout is going to keep volume coming to the muscles. A little bit more active recovery. And again, because it's almost 9 a.m. and I'm still fasted, the BCAs kind of give you that boost and that energy to get you through a fasted workout. So let's come back through. All right, baby. Lock it in. Drive the back of the shoulders into the pad. Unlock. Let's go. Stopping right before the chest just to avoid too much rotator cuff. Still keeping the chest engaged the whole time. One more. That felt good. Whew. All right, brother, let's do this. Kind of like we did with the hammer curls. Let's go up by 10. Throughout the 60s. Again, staying relatively light. These can be a little tough on the wrist. Flexing the tricep at the bottom. 5 more. Woo, boy. That was great. That was good. All right. So, I think if I'm 3 and 4.5, I think I'm halfway through the workout, which means I may be deserving of taking the shirt off to go to the tank. I'd say so. How we looking, Rye?
Vascular, baby.
Vascular, okay. I'll take it. Not bad. Now that I got my Built Wellness plug-in with my shirt, I'll keep it on the hat. So not bad, not bad. Good chest pump, and as you can see, why I like doing those wide bicep curls, it's targeting right here. It's giving you the separation of, if you're just isolated here the whole time with biceps, which is probably the proper way to do it, right? You're isolated. If I come up just a little, you're going to come and hit that front delt head just a little bit. So that's why I like sometimes, like I said, you saw me doing the cross bodies where I'm very down and isolated. Second I'm out here and coming up, totally different muscle group. So it's pretty good. Good compliment. It's all about changing it up, complimenting one thing after another. I'm going to take this 45 off this leg press. People don't rack their weights. That's why this is our location. This is a Built Wellness location, which is one of the gyms that we have a contract with, manage. So part of our duty is to clean this shit up. All right, 2 caddies. if you can't do 2 caddies, you got to sign up for the online coaching program, plain and simple. So watch me get stapled. Chris Stapleton. Hopefully a Chris Stapleton doesn't happen here. All right, baby, here we go. Shoulders in, lock it. Nice and tight, don't be a pussy. One more. Whew, thank God. Thank God we locked those in. All right, guys, one more quick set over there. Let's bump up one. We started with 50 and 60. It's my last set, so even if I schedule the reps, let's say I schedule or we program you 20, 15, 10. That's a rep range. Let's say I went to the 80s or even went to the 90s and only got 8. The goal of course was 10. So if you come short a rep or two, it's all right. You can always take a little break and hit it at the end, but let's get this done here. Flexing the tris at the bottom, pushing through the ball of the hand, coming up just a little with that shoulder. 2 more. There we go. There we go. Woo! That was 2 of 3, guys. Get one more. Gonna hit the decline chest press with the cables. Some cable flies, so see you over there. All right, guys. So, like I said, we're spoiled having this gym because give them a panel with the gym. This is our 133 South Ocean gym. So this is a luxury apartment building on the beach in Pompano Beach. So by doing these videos, I don't feel like too much of a douchebag having Ryan follow me around with a camera, unlike an LA Fitness where people are setting up tripods. And honestly, the reason I'm doing these videos is for hopefully you guys watching. I mean, I don't care if I have 3 views. 3 of those people figure out something good today. I'm pumped about that. So I set these up just about above shoulder level, even with the head. I always make sure I'm right in the middle here, 1 foot in front of the other, so you have a nice core here. So, and we're gonna come down right here. Again, don't overextend like that with a rotator where you're gonna kill yourself. Don't do what I did and why I have a torn pec. So with a decline press, if I'm looking forward right now, a flat press is straight. An incline press is up. A decline press is going to work the bottom of the chest, sticking that chest out, barrel chest, and you're coming straight down. Not straight down, almost like a in between straight across and straight down. That nice little diagonal angle. I like doing these about a 1 second pause at the end of each rep. So if you notice, guys, with this workout, I use 3 different apparatuses for resistance training. I used a dumbbell, which, like I said, can move it every which way. Okay, I came here and I brought those together to get the squeeze. We then went to a Smith machine press, which is a Smith. That's technically a machine, but it's fixed. There's no way I can go, no matter which way I move my body, it's gonna go like this. It's a Smith machine, okay? A cable press, again, similar to dumbbells, they can go every which way. But why I like to squeeze a cable, cable's always tension. There's always tension pulling you on a cable. So if you're flexing that muscle, that cable is nonstop tugging. If I'm on a barbell, if I'm on a dumbbell, for instance, and I come up and I lock my arms, I could hold those there forever and it's not going to hurt. I'm locked out. They're touching each other, they're relying on each other. It's no big deal. Same with the Smith. If I get that and I lock it out, I can hold it there forever. A cable, if I'm pressing down, I cannot hold that shit there forever because those cables are pulling, like they're tugging on the muscles. So why not give the cable a little extra time? So now for my superset, let's knock these down a little bit. These are crucifix curls. God bless America. Here we go. 25s. These always go as high as you can. And clearly, why is it called a crucifix curl? Because I look like my guy Jesus at this point. Not nearly as good though. Big extensions. Again. So, I'm going to fully extend these 10 reps. And it's almost like you want to put your palms on your shoulders. Again, with the cable, I'm giving it a little 1 second squeeze. But I see a lot of people do these and set up. First off their back, you see them coming here. There's just not working biceps. It's just poor form, plain and simple. You want to take a step forward so those shoulders are stretched and you're locked. Okay, so those first 10, I did full extension. Now just to change things up a bit, I'm going to do kind of like these little half curls. I'm going to keep the tempo high because I'm burnt to shit. 8, 9, 10. Woo, boy. Those feel good, man. Those feel fucking great. So again, while I'm taking my active rest, let's get these set up again. Pop it down. Maybe 42 and a half. Let me grab some BCAs here. Again, man, we have 11 locations like this, built wellness locations. We are so spoiled to have gyms like this in South Florida where we can teach you guys some things without being obnoxious. So here we go. Lining back up, 1 foot in front of the other. Let's go. That nice 1 second squeeze. Woo, boy. That felt good. We're moving and grooving, baby. Let's bump this up. I got the 30s now on the crucifix. So guys, I'll do a little quick plug here. The routine I'm doing today, again, chest, bicep superset, 3 sets each exercise, 20, 15, 10. This is a program I planned for myself way in advance. Using the Built Wellness application, I program my own workouts for me, and obviously all my clients. We'll post the link to download that program or see the details and take a look. If anybody knows me, I don't push anything on anybody. I mean, out of all my friends, I don't think I've ever tried to sell them on something I'm doing, but I see all these people walking around, and especially in South Florida, people love to party, and they party from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all night, drink like shit, eat like shit, and then they go to 3 group fitness classes a week, and then they post their gains. They have no gains. They look like shit. And the bottom line is you need to put on quality muscle mass, doing quality reps in a structured routine, along with your cardio and good nutrition. And I'm sorry to tell you, you can't drink 3 days a week and expect to look halfway decent. So let's get serious and download that app and get fucking started. So I was on a little tangent there. Forgot to do my half rep, full 10, close 10 in that case. When I'm splitting an exercise up, for example, half and half of different types of reps, and I said I was going to do 15 reps, but how am I supposed to split 15? So I would just, kind of a numbers guy in that regard, I would do just 8 and 8 if I could, 6 and 6. So last set of the day, baby. We're about 45 minutes in. It's a pretty good pace. 3, 3, 3, 3. So I got 9 sets of chest, 9 sets of biceps with a good little break. I've actively burned 615 calories. So people say, this is a big thing. People say, I need to lose weight, so I have to do cardio and run a lot to get all that weight off, and then I can start lifting weights. Anybody that knows anything about working out, that's so ass backwards. You need to put on quality muscle mass. The more muscle you have on your body, the more fat you're going to burn. Running on a treadmill, and that's all you're doing and leaving for the day, you'll burn some calories at that given time. When you go home, you're not burning any calories. You have no muscle mass on your body. So this type of workout, you see I'm taking nice breaks. I'm talking 45 minutes. I burn 600 calories lifting weights. How long do you have to do cardio and run or walk on the treadmill to burn 600 calories with no muscle mass being put on? So again, let someone who's been doing this for 12 years with 1,000 clients under their belt give you some pointers, because again, man, I'm just trying to help you guys out. Last set of the day, baby. 2, 3, 4, 2 more. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Last set, baby. Come on. Let's go. Right into it. Right into it. Let's get this shit. Now that I'm focused. 6 full extension curls with a little pause at the top. 3, 4, 5. Now those little halfers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Holy Moses. Great workout, bro. Probably should have done a little bit better on getting this down, but so my heart rate's at 160 right now. I'd have to be on a pretty good run to get my heart rate up to 160. So I feel good. Good pump. Diet's been pretty good. I'll just take you over here real quick. So as you know, I'm fasted. It's 9:15. For me, that's late as shit. So I've been dying. Actually, last couple sets, that's all I've really thought about. So what I do, since I have to get right to work here in about the next 20 minutes, whole food, of course, is always a little bit better than something like this. But when you're on the go, especially if you're trying to get all your meals in, whether you're a big eater or not, protein shakes are great. So this is our Built Wellness Isolate. Isolate, meaning it's quick absorption, goes right into the muscle, okay? By throwing that in with some rice cake. Rice cake is a high glycemic carbohydrate. Again, a topic we'll cover a little later. This helps deliver the protein to the muscle quicker. It's a good carbohydrate, so I'll have 2 of these for 24 carbs. I'm going to have my protein here. Great stats, boys. 110, 1 gram of fat, 1 gram of carb. We got 25 protein per scoop. So 2 scoops here. I'll get 50 grams of protein in. Very low fat for meal 1. And throw some rice cakes in there. So that's meal 1. And again, we'll build that for you in your nutrition program. So Workout one, guys. I'm so excited to keep doing these videos. God bless Ryan for shooting there and putting up with this bullshit the whole time. Have a great day, everyone.